name, all that. Contact info, his name, correct? Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, blah, 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 blah. Plaintiff, John Geisey. Defendant, Brianna Lynn Olson. Proof of electronic service, correct? You see that, right? This lady's claiming that there's no email address for Brianna on there, meaning there's no way she could have agreed to this. Ma'am, you've got to do better work. My residence or business address is blah, 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 blah. I electronically served, mind you, that was her address at the time. I electronically served the following documents, exact titles. 1, ex parte requests for order filed 3/24/25. 2, ex parte orders filed 3/24/25. 3, declaration regarding notice and service of requests for ex parte orders filed 3/24/25. The documents served are listed in an attachment. 3, I electronically served the documents listed in 2 as follows. Name of person served, Brianna Lynn Olson, on behalf of blah, blah, blah. Electronic service address of person served, Brie Olson business at gmail.com. Look what's right beneath that. What did Numbnuts just say in her video? There was no email address. There's no date on any of this. What's going on? Where the fuck did y'all go to law school? Actually, not even where did y'all go to law school? Where did y'all learn reading comprehension? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that either. It's just insane. Like, I couldn't, here's my thing. I'm not an attorney, never been an attorney. I do have an education. I have quite an education. I understand the basic, hold on, where's, shit, I just want to put this one thing. I just want to put this fucking screen, oh, there it is. I just want to put a black screen in. Okay. I do understand the, a little bit more than the basics of how law works, of how custody agreements work, of how violating a court-ordered custody agreement works. I also understand how to make sure I do my research before I sit up in a courtroom in front of a judge, in front of other attorneys, in front of my client, and look like I am on my first day of fucking law school. This leads me to my opinion on what I think is going to happen on May 2nd when they stand in front of that judge. I personally believe, by the way, because the crime was committed in the state of Texas, this becomes a federal case. Can be a federal case, correct? So when you cross state lines like that, it becomes federal. She was ordered by a judge. It is in a court-ordered document that she is to, her visitation is to happen in the state of Texas in Dallas County. That is what was ordered. No matter if it was because 2K went up there and was like, you guys are crazy. They got the documents wrong. Change it now. And they were like, okay, Daddy 2K. I was working that day, by the way, and I was like, okay. What? It doesn't matter. It's in a fucking court-ordered like, you don't get to decide, like, hi, Isabel, how are you, baby? You don't get to decide, like, well, that's not what I remember. Bree doesn't remember doing the line in the bathroom that she just came out of. I mean, I'm just not processing. Did you not do any research? You didn't think, like, I'll watch one TikTok video, maybe. I'll catch one live, you know? Hi, Norma. How are you? If you want Shelby to go to law school, drop a uni, don't be fake. I'm screaming. I used to want to be an attorney. Now, I want to be the best commentary page. I don't fucking know. I think she's going to walk into that courtroom, and I think that if what I believe is correct, that 2K's attorneys which they have done up until this point, have piles of evidence against her. Not only just her committing parental kidnapping, but everything else that she has done, putting that child in harm's way. Mind you, it's all purpose. She's doing it all on purpose because she doesn't want to be a mom. But I think that she will lose custody. Not only will she lose custody, that same day they will place her in handcuffs and she will be taken to jail. I do believe, I am hoping that because it would be federal. This is all like what I am hoping will happen. Nothing. This is not. And I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. It's not because I hate Brie. It's not because I wish bad things upon her. I'm gonna tell you why in a second, and you're gonna hopefully understand. Maybe not. Because of the magnitude of the situation, because of not only the accusations and allegations, but because of the proof that is in the fucking pudding. I'll answer that in a second, baby gangster. They have every right to, and they should exercise that right to place her in custody. That's my opinion. I don't know that that's going to happen. They may still like legal, they still may go the criminal route. They may just not go as harsh. It's to their discretion, right? They decide. But I want to read to you guys really quickly what that is. Violating a custody court order in Texas can lead to serious consequences, including contempt of court, fines, potential jail time, and even the loss of custody or visitation rights. The court can also order modifications to the custody agreement or mandate supervised visitation. Contempt of court. Intentionally violating a court order can be considered contempt of court. That's one charge, which can result in penalties like fines, jail time, or both. Criminal charges. In some cases, violating a custody order, such as interfering with child custody, can lead to criminal charges. 2. What is parental kidnapping? In Texas, parental kidnapping occurs when a parent, without legal authorization, removes a child from the state or from a jurisdiction where the other parent has a custody or visitation order, or when a parent violates a court order by keeping the child from the other parent. This includes situations where a parent refuses to return the child after visitation or leaves the state with the child without permission. What are the consequences, you might ask? I think y'all know. In Texas, parental kidnapping is a serious offense, often classified as a felony, with penalties varying depending on the circumstances. A simple form of parental kidnapping can result in a state prison sentence of 3, 5, or 8 years. More severe forms, like those involving a ransom or for the purpose of robbery or extortion, can lead to life imprisonment with the possibility of parole. Additionally, the International Parental Kidnapping Crime Act can make it a federal crime if the child has been living in the United States. The reason that I hope they put handcuffs on her and they haul her away is because it's not because I hate her, and it's not because I wish ill will upon her, and it's not because I want her suffering, although there's I guess probably a little part of me that, I don't know, maybe wishes, something. But it really, for me, comes down to is that she's clearly an addict. And because of the life that she lives in, the environment and the people that she's around, I am very, very afraid that I can tell she's nowhere near rock bottom, and until you are at rock bottom, there is no changing. Everything is still on the, yep, y'all know, incline. As much as I don't like her, I don't have it in me to not want to see somebody get better and be better and do better. Yes, for her child, absolutely. But I also want that for her. I want her to understand that she is a product of her environment. She was failed by every adult around her. She is sick. She needs help. She needs to go to therapy. She needs to go to rehab. And unfortunately, as I have learned, sometimes with addiction, you also have to go to jail, because sometimes you break the law. Sometimes you do things that you might not have done if you had gotten help before. But we're past that. And I'm not going to make excuses for putting a child in harm's way. Fuck that. I keep reading these comments everywhere on my videos, on other people's videos. Oh, y'all just fucking ride 2K's dick. I fucking wish, first of all. Second of all, talking about Brianna is just a lost girl and, you know, she's just needs help and blah, blah. Yeah, she is. Except she's a fucking adult and it's time to take responsibility and get help. I am sorry that every adult failed her. The system failed her. Her parents failed her. They did not do what they were supposed to do to set her up to be a successful, loving, compassionate, productive member of society. She was taught, literally, or damn near trained by her mother, that the only thing she is good for is to be a doormat for men and to use her body to make money. And to not fucking care about her child. On the flip side of that, the compassionate side of me, the loving side of me, the addict side of me, I want her to do better. I genuinely want all of them to do better. Everybody in that house. As much as I think that they've done bad, I think that everybody has it in them to learn and be better and maybe not right their wrongs, but forge a new path. And I want that for her. I want her to feel loved. I want her to feel worthy, and I want her to feel those things on her own. You know, you don't have to be a religious person or whatever, but I am, and I think that if after 13 years of active addiction, I can get something right, then I think she can get something right. And I hope to God, for her sake and for her child's sake, that she does. And this is where, again, let me say, this is where I also support 2K, is because I believe that he also wants that. I do think that there's some bitterness there. I do think there is some resentment, some animosity, some hurt feelings on both sides. I can see it. They both act out. They both say things negative about one another. Her a little bit more than him, but you can tell he's not trying to keep. It's not that he wants to keep his child away from her mother. Like, I don't know. But as it stands, Brianna, listen, I hope they put your ass in fucking handcuffs and lock you up, because what I think what you just did I think it was disgusting. I wish that the law allowed the legal system to go in, and every motherfucker that was in that house that helped her get that child, that helped her keep that child behind closed doors for 2 hours while the fucking LAPD stood outside and didn't do a damn thing. I wish they could all fucking go to jail. I think they're all predators. I think they're all bad. And I hope y'all are watching. I hope one of y'all pops in right now. I hope y'all are fucking screen recording. I hope every single one of you motherfuckers pay for what you have done. Not only to that child, but to every other child sitting in the fucking room. Because you're disgusting. Vile. I don't care who you are. Fucking bounce check. You wanna walk, you're running around fucking TikTok acting like you're some goddamn hero. You were sitting on the fucking couch next to Baby W. While Bree's talking about, are we can drink? Fucking piano keys? What are you doing? Running around back there. Probably fucking trying to assault another girl. Probably bragging about these fake businesses that you don't have, acting like you're fucking... Wait, bounce check. That's what I call check the star. Sorry. Thank you guys for all the gifts. Y'all don't have to do that. Sorry, I'm fucking hot. I'm sweating. Man, people like piss me off too when they're like, oh, why do you care about like what's going on with them? I don't give a fuck if it's Rihanna Olsen or fucking Kathy across the street. We have got to get back to a society that doesn't fucking turn a blind eye to harming children. I think it is insane that we as a society are to a place where we're like, well, that's not really any of my business. The fuck it ain't.